Women talk about love. Our obsession about love began not with the first crush or the first fall. They begin with the first recognition that females matter less than males, that no matter how good we are, in the eyes of a patriarchal universe, we are never quite good enough. Femaleness in patriarchal culture marks us from the very beginning as unworthy. My name is Violet Dumont, and my name is Amber. And this is our lives, our message to you. The widespread fear among all girls is that they will not be loved. I always hated Harmony and Rachel. From the very beginning, they were rude and mean girls, like the ones you see in the movies or the books. They'd call me terrible names and try to take photos of me in compromising positions. A few names out of their arsenal were skank, troll, fat and skinny, which makes no sense, and lesbo. At any time that they could, they would taunt me. When we became a co-ed class, that's when things got worse. They were always staring at us, watching the ways our legs split or down our leotards whenever we bent over. It was embarrassing yet exhilarating. That's when I met Cody. He was a senior boy who had no interest in ballet and always wore sweatpants, which weren't even allowed. One day, after hearing him rate me a 6, I agreed to meet him in the studio. We did stuff. Stuff that you would probably do in a closed private place. That's when I heard it. Laughter and a flash. It was Harmony and Rachel with their cell phones. They hid behind the mirror and saw everything. Cody pulled up his pants and left the room after telling me, later. And I really thought he meant it. I suppose not. You see, I wanted to be important to someone, to matter, to have the spotlight on me, and have no one be able to pull their gaze away from the gorgeous shape of me. That's all I ever wanted. Was it too much to ask for? I felt so worthless, so dirty, like no one wanted me. And it must be true, right? Because I had no one. I wasn't sure what wounded me more. That Miss Willow, my dance teacher, thought I was so insignificant, or that Rachel and Harmony, and definitely Cody did. Given our early obsessions with seducing and pleasing others to affirm our worth, we lose ourselves in the search to be accepted, included, desired. If it wasn't for him, I would have never been put in Aurora Hills. I begged her. I got down on my damn knees and begged Mom not to marry him. And you know what? She told me to stop being selfish. She was being the selfish one. She didn't know the stuff that he did behind her back. You see, my stepdad was a painter. He liked to paint red on whatever belonged to him. His favorite colors to paint all over my body were purple, blue, and green. Pretty soon, I saw some bruises on my little sister's body too. I could not let it happen to her. But what are you supposed to do when your father left you and your mother doesn't love you either? The wrenching emotion that came out of her at the loss of the deep and passionate love of her life, and not her children, but a man, told me what I already knew. I knew that I had to paint my hands red, his car red, his body red. None of the girls knew how I wished him dead. It wouldn't have been so memorable to confess that, anyway, seeing how so many of them had also wished men in their lives dead. Everything I did, everything that I worked so hard for, it was never enough. All the attention was always on her, my best friend, Oriana Spearling. While I should be happy because she's my friend, I wasn't. Ori was graceful, kind, great at ballet, and everyone loved her. She had everything. I never understood why she felt embarrassed by other people's comments, why she was so humble. Had that been me, I would have been so proud. Ori could never understand how I felt, because she always had everything. How could I shine as a star if Ori was always the sun, if I was always in her shadow? When I murdered Heaven and Rachel, I thought to myself, what a perfect opportunity for me to shine. Ori has had everything up until now. She wouldn't mind sharing with me, right? I was her best friend, right? When Ori was sent to Aurora Hills, everything moved forward for me. I got the main role in Firebird, and I'm also going to Juilliard too. I had taken everything from her, except her life. Maybe that's why I felt so guilty when that was stolen from her too. Somewhere, deep inside of me, I can't help but still feel as if I'm not good enough. Every single thing is coming together for me, piece by piece. My dreams are coming true when I'm not sure I truly deserve to have these dreams. Patriarchy implies a social system of male power exercised not only through domination, but also through benevolence and protection, and even love. I'm not looking for your pity. All I wanted was what any child deserved: a loving father and a mother who cares for her children. When I don't even have that, do I honestly deserve any other kind of love? I'm not asking you to agree with what I did, but rather understand why. How can a flower truly bloom if it's always in the dark? You can't blame us. What we did might not have been moral, but it was the right thing to do. It's a man-eat-man world out there. How else are you supposed to survive?